Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is July 1st, 2019. Shout out to my man Shinobi1 for that song request. Old school 90s hip-hop group called Black Moon. Who got the props? Thanks for that song request, man. It takes me back a little bit, and I hope you guys are back to reality with this Monday. The prices in Bitcoin, or I should say cryptocurrencies, are kind of back to reality as well. We'll talk a little bit about that. I showed you guys a chart over the weekend showing the ABC wave and the Elliott wave theory, where I thought we were and where we were going, and we're right there at that trend line. So these are critical time periods now, the next maybe 12 hours, to determine whether or not we break this trend line and head lower to possibly back to 6,000, or we stay at around 10,000, build a base and head higher. Also, out of Decrypt Media, Reddit will soon let you tip with cryptos without using bots, and that crypto is back. So again, you guys know this is one of my favorite coins in the game, because they're actually building an ecosystem around it that's creating a demand for this token, and an ecosystem that will continually create demand for this token. So we're going to take a look at this. Looks like they're finally ready. Actually reported on 4 things that the Brave browser possibly working on. I think this was one of them. Twitter being another one that will be implementing tipping, hopefully, with the Brave browser. Also, SEC lawsuit is sinking Kick's business. We'll take a look at how this lawsuit is affecting Kick and Ken, the token, out of Decrypt Media as well. Ken is down 54% in just 1 month. So not looking good for Kick, or I should say the Ken token. We'll take a look at the details on that. And also, lastly, out of Cointelegraph, China looking to use blockchain as a strategic weapon. Can this be used as a strategic weapon? I think so. We're going to look at the details on this article and how they are trying to do this. But first, before we get into things, I just want to give a shout out to my channel sponsorships. That is moonlambotees.com. You can save 10% if you use the Crypto Blood 10 promo at your checkout, and also smartcash.cc. They're a Brazilian-based cryptocurrency. They were actually voted #1 cryptocurrency in Brazil in 2018, and they're very fast, no transaction fees, great community. Check those guys out as well. And if you're interested in advertising on my channel, in that area you see on the right side of your screen, hit me up at ads@cryptobloods.io. I'll give you more details about there. There's 1 slot left. You can do 15 episodes, 30 or 60 episodes, and actually have even higher than that. You just have to drop me a line and I'll shoot you the details on that. Again, 1 slot left. But first, before we get into things, you know the routine. We're going to check out this heat map. Bitcoin down 3.7% at 10,300. We dipped below 10,000 earlier today, and Ethereum is down 2%. EOS is down 1.5%. Binance, maybe one of the only coins, kind of up today, 1.7% at $32. So overall, I would say mostly red for the majors. There are a few coins that are up, but for the most part, most of them down. BAT being up, we're going to talk about BAT. It's up 15% just today. So this is interesting to see how the markets are reacting to this pullback. And so if we take a look at this chart, it's playing out very closely to what I told you guys. The A, B, and then C wave. And now, guess what? If I extend this line out, boom, we're bouncing off of it right now. I just need to see a full formation, a V type of formation here off of this trend line. If you were looking to buy in, you should probably buy maybe a third or half of your position in right now. Wait and see if the markets head higher. If you clear above this area, you can buy more. If it does a pump fake and heads lower, then hey, you didn't lose out on everything buying in at that particular price. So that's how you play it smart and let the markets tell you which way they're going, because ultimately they will. The problem is most amateur traders try to get ahead of the markets and force the markets to go in their direction that they want. That never ends up being a good strategy. So Let the markets let you know what's going on, and then you follow the lead. So on to the first article out of Decrypt Media. Reddit to soon let you tip with crypto without using a bot. The gateway forum to the crypto world is about to get even more appealing. Native supporter of cryptocurrency-based tipping is incoming to Reddit for users of the Brave browser. That will come as a big plus to the many diehard crypto-loving Redditors that spend their time crawling the forums on a daily basis. There are so many of these that the biggest crypto subreddit has a subscriber count of more than 1 million people or bots, outnumbering even the Harry Potter subreddit. Reddit already provides some non-native support for tipping. Users are able to create tipping bots that enable people to pay each other small amounts of some of the most well-known cryptocurrencies. However, they aren't particularly easy to use, and it can be hard for users to see the balances they have and cash out. But now, privacy-focused Brave will be introducing a button that will allow users on Reddit to tip each other with a basic attention token. Made popular on the Brave browser itself, the token was designed with tipping in mind, and it's cheap to use even for small amounts. On the Brave browser, you can tip websites like Decrypt Media, of course, CryptoBlood.io, of course, to reward them for the content they produce. The features on Reddit will only be available to users of the Brave browser, and the integration is being led by Brave developers. So the features are being developed in preview only mode, but will be introduced in the beta version of Reddit during the next 3 weeks before going live on the main website, according to a Brave developer. So there you have it. Look for this to be rolling out in the next 3 weeks in beta mode. I'm excited about this, man. And I really, honestly, I don't use Reddit, but I can't wait to see it on Twitter. That's going to be like a big step in the right direction. I use Twitter a lot, and I would love to get support from my followers directly on Twitter. So let's see what happens. Hopefully the Twitter one is next, but Reddit is a big one as well. Next article is also out of Decrypt Media. SEC lawsuit is sinking Kick's business. A major company is reconsidering its partnership with Ken due to its high-profile lawsuit. All publicity is good publicity, except when the SEC is involved. Absolutely. Kick, a Canadian-based messaging startup behind Ken, is embroiled in a lawsuit with the commission over its $100 million token sale in 2017. And of course, I've covered this whole situation. The SEC says it was an unregistered security offering and demands the company give all the money back with interest. Kick says it has a case and is taking on the SEC in a federal court in New York. I told you guys about the whole Defend Crypto Fund. They started and actually handed over, and just reported on this, they handed over to another organization, a third party blockchain organization, but they're trying to head up the federal court in New York. And it's just so funny, it's always out of New York, right? That is the home of Wall Street, the home of, you know, the traditional fiat cartel, stocks, bonds. They want to protect that money-making machine. So it's just not ironic, but it's pretty obvious why New York courts are the ones always looking to sue these various crypto startups. And the article goes on to say that most projects have quietly caved in and settled out of court. If it can prove its case and win, it would be a watershed moment, giving a ray of hope and a legal precedent to all the other ICOs in the SEC's backlog. Why would they let this happen? Like, is it because they're in Canada? They think that, you know, the legal system here is really just? They really think that the Lady of Justice eyes are covered. They must really think those eyes are covered. In an Ask Me on Reddit, Kick founder Ted Livingston shed light on what the negative press was doing to the company's ability to forge partnerships. One such partnership with a company with 60 million users is now on the rocks. The company Livingston chose not to disclose the name, cited the ongoing SEC lawsuit as the reason it's considering a U-turn. And the CEO goes on to say, with that said, this particular developer continues to be interested in Ken. They even have Ken ready to go in their app, but the SEC does create new risk, so that needs to be evaluated, which is what they are doing. This is hardly surprising if this or any other partner integrates Kin and it's found to be a security. Kik will be forced to buy back all those tokens and scrap the partnership. On the flip side though, Kik needs the deal to help paint a picture to the SEC that the cryptocurrency is widely decentralized and thus not a security a la Ethereum. The SEC has already made it clear that coins that are not clearly controlled by one particular party might be exempt from securities law. And to do this, Kik needs more and more partners to continue integrating Kin and growing its network activity. Caught between a rock and a regulatory hard place. Absolutely is. Still, there's a sizable list of supporters of the project still left in the crypto community who believe it deserves support, although none of them have sunk to help Kik fight its case. So this is interesting. I'm just wondering, and you guys let me know, what are your thoughts? Who do you think this company is that's looking to partner with Kin that has 60 million users? I have no clue. I have no clue. That's a lot of users though. So it's a decent sized company. I'm just curious to know which one it is. And do you think they're actually going to go through with it? If I was that company, unfortunately, I couldn't. There's just too many tail risks, and I would not want to put myself in that path. So again, you guys let me know your thoughts about this whole situation with the lawsuit. I just think they're delusional. I said it the other day. Complete delusion. Last and final article out of Cointelegraph is about what Deloitte is saying about China looking to use blockchain as a strategic weapon, quote unquote. It says as much as 73% of Chinese enterprises believe that blockchain is a top 5 strategic priority, according to a report by Big Four audit and consulting firm Deloitte released on June 27. In the report titled Deloitte's 2019 Global Blockchain Survey, the company surveyed 1,300 enterprise representatives in 11 countries, including 200 respondents in China, to provide a greater knowledge about major attitudes and investments in blockchain as a technology. The research was conducted between February 8th, 2019 and March 4th. Deloitte noted in the report that Chinese enterprise employees have expressed the highest rate of confidence that blockchain tech is one of the top 5 critical priorities in the country, while the same metric in the United States has accounted for only 56%. At the same time, on the global scale, 53% of respondents claim that they see distributed ledger technology as a top 5 strategic priority, up 10% from the numbers of 2018, according to the report. Paul Sin, leader of Deloitte's Asia Pacific Blockchain Lab and consulting partner at Deloitte Advisory, noted in the report that China will be implementing blockchain strategically more than anywhere else in the world instead of tactically, he wrote. More projects in China are driven by top management who use blockchain as a strategic weapon rather than a productive tool. And the article further says that while China has been among anti-crypto countries, having banned both initial coin offerings and Bitcoin to fiat exchanges in 2017, the country has been actively disrupting the underlying technology of crypto. In March of 2018, Financial Times reported that the most patent filings for blockchain tech to the World Intellectual Property Organization in 2017 came from China. Since then, blockchain has remained a major focus of the development in China, with the country reportedly leading the world in the number of developed blockchain projects as of April of this year. Alongside China's tight policy to crypto have not appeared so soft so far, with the country's social media giant and payment service supplier WeChat having banned crypto transactions in its payments policy in 2019 of May. So there you have it. It's interesting. The one key takeaway from this article to me is the fact that China actually has the most patent filings. Very interesting. And you guys let me know, do you think this is evident of the fact that China is really ahead of the curve, or that it's just a numbers game and there are more Chinese, therefore more patent filings? Is that what that correlation should be? But that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. Shout out to my man Shinobi1 again for that song request, Black Moon. Who got the props? It's your boy Crypto Blood. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell. That helps this channel grow. That's my 2 Satoshis for July 1st, first of the month, 2019. I'm out of here, people. Holla!